would you call them? I was hoping like somebody like Radio Babs or someone would pop on and have a wee chat with us tonight, and I would explain why I came to the conclusion of why I think Radio Babs is an ex-policewoman.
Well,
I was hoping Banter would maybe jump on.
Here we are, John. Just let's jump in there about Radio Babs, right? I never had an opinion about Radio Babs. I'd heard things about it, not just from you. Way before you did, or the time before you, I kept on hearing this name, and not in a good way, being quoted Radio Babs. So you're not the only one that has issues with it, or him. I don't know who it is, but I didn't have an issue until I was last on Motos when you were on there. There was someone in the chat saying the most horrendously insulting things about me being in sex. I mean, it was really below the belt. So I got this person and hit them off the line. Didn't block them, and just hit them so that you couldn't see the filth they were coming out with. Straight away, she went and unhit them. So as far as I'm concerned, Babs, you can go and get stuffed. And if John or anyone else wants to talk to you about you in a derogatory manner on my channel, you can do, because you unblocked that person. And as I said to her in the chat, I said, you are promoting hate speech here. So go ahead, John. Whatever you want to say.
I will explain it, because I've never ever explained it properly, why I think Radio Babs is who I believe to be Barbara Sharkey. Okay, Barbara Sharkey appeared on Sean Atwood's podcast. She's an ex-undercover police woman who worked at a Northumbria constabulary. Then she hit addiction herself, and she struggled through addiction. I think alcohol was her main addiction, and she basically got addicted. I'd probably say, working undercover, she probably took every drug out there, okay? No, probably. I think she actually said that. Now, she voiced her opinion, and she said I was very good at pretending to be somebody else. Now, somebody say, surely you can't take that and just, because she sounds like somebody. No, you're right, I can't. But listen, then you've got Gordon from Wolfpack Hunters, okay, who's up Mary Hall's kind of way in Glasgow. Gordon Buchanan's been hit with a 3-year ban from hunting. He's got a tag on his ankle, I believe he got it a few weeks ago. Now, Gordon Buchanan has been beside Decca. Bear in mind, he claimed to be the biggest hunter, okay, the most successful predator, paedophile hunting team in the UK at one point, he was shouting. But he's also friends with Decker, I think, since either 2014 or 2016. Now, I contacted Gordon Buchanan a couple of years ago, 2019. He betrayed me, right? I told him I'd done a Sarah's Clare's Law on Decker, and I told him what I'd come back. I also shared personal stuff that I've never showed to anybody on the internet, because I trusted him, because I thought, being the biggest team that he was boasting to be. Then, after it, I find out he was actually friends with Decker Heggie, and promoted him through bare knuckle fighting in 2016. A lot of people still looking for Gordon Buchanan through sponsor money, which is irrelevant right now. But listen, Gordon Buchanan, his child's name is Jay Sharkey, and I'm saying child, he's a young boy.
Wait a minute, wait. Should we be mentioning kids' names here?
Yes, we can, because he's an adult. He's in his 20s now, right? He's got a son called Jay Sharkey, okay? Now, Gordon Buchanan always boasted to me he had somebody who was in, or used to be in the police force, who could tell him, who could get to find out things about people. And Gordon Buchanan came back and told me that Decker Heggie was not in a file of any sort, i.e. Clare's Law, Sarah's Law, blah, 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 as any risk whatsoever. And I just thought, you're full of shit. Yeah? So then I found out everything else. But then I find out that Barbara Sharkey actually came from, she went to Highland High School. Gordon Buchanan's wife sadly died, when he was in remand for stinging somebody wrong. He got his whole team remanded for 3 weeks. His wife sadly passed away. She was a Sharkey, and that's why the son had the name Sharkey. He's not a Buchanan, he's Sharkey. Okay, so I put 2 and 2 together, yeah, and I come up with 4. Because one night, and I'm not saying the guy's name, but he came from Ireland. Radio Babs has always claimed from the beginning she worked with the boy from Ireland. I'm not mentioning me, it doesn't mention me anymore, I'm not mentioning him, right? But he's from Ireland. Radio Babs said that him and her had been a team from the beginning. She controls the channel, basically. She can mute people. It's not her channel, but she does a mute and all the rest of it, yeah? Now, that person from Ireland said to me, but you lied to Gordon for Wolfpack. It just totally out of the blue one night. I went, why did you ask that question? Where have I ever lied to Gordon from Wolfpack Hunters? Where have I ever lied to him? Please tell me where I've ever lied to God. You said that you done a Clare's Law, but it was a Sarah's Law. I went, Sarah's Law, Clare's Law, what's the difference, yeah? You're either a risk or you're no risk. I couldn't remember what one I told him it was on, right? But I thought to myself, oh, okay, so why would you bring Gordon Buchanan, who's never been anything to do with this, yeah, into this? And then I started going on the hunt, and I came across Barbara Sharkey on Sean Atwood's, and I went, you sound like somebody very, very, very familiar. And you've seen how much the person for Ireland and me and him had a go at each other. And that's how I came up with the conclusion. Because at the end of the day, if she's on YouTube to cause no trouble, yeah, to be content creator and that, show your face. Unless you want to be rude to people. And you're either a professional troll or you're an ex-copper working on behalf of the police. That's the way I look at it. That's my opinion. People might disagree with that opinion. People might say, why should somebody have to show you their face just because you're saying it? Well, all I'm saying is, to prove that I'm wrong, show your face. I will apologise to the bottom of my heart. But until then, you're either a professional troll or you're an ex-undercover police working with active police officers. And bearing in mind, Anne, we've came across people like, i.e. detectives, private detectives, and that'll take to the grave with me, yeah? We've found all these people when, at the end of the day, and they're working partners and all the rest of it. I mean, there's stories there I will take to the grave with me, i.e. as long as I stay away from my friends, family and loved ones. That's the way it goes. But that's why I came to the conclusion that Barbara Sharkey is Radio Babs. Because when she was undercover and Northumberland Constabulary, she was known as Barbarella.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and I mean, a lot of people can say, okay, you're a wee bit of conspiracy theories here, but I think Wolfpack Hunters, Gordon Buchanan, always claimed he had somebody in the police, and his whole team that's left him now will back me up in this, has always claimed that he, and he told me himself, had somebody who worked in the police who could check people out. So is Barbara Sharkey's husband, yeah, is it Gordon Buchanan's deceased wife's brother? There you go.
What's Banter saying here? I don't understand what that means. Can you see it, John?
Hang on, I'll get a chat.
I don't know if that's to you. Who are you talking to, Banter? Or are you talking to someone in the chat?
I've no glasses on, so I don't know if it...
Well, it says, I'll read it out to you. So basically, this is because you've still got the hots for fighting Irish. I'm not a fish. I don't take the bait. Peace out. I don't know what that means. That's just gone right over.
Well, there you go. Banter. See how you cannot pull me into that one there, because I just said somebody from Ireland. So you've now just confirmed that Radio Babs and Fighting Irish. I've never said Fighting Irish tonight. Not once.
No, not once.
Not once. Okay? So don't
understand.
pull me in Fighting Irish back into it. We've been there. That can't happen. As I said to you the other night, your interrogation isn't very good. You need to improve your skills, please. Come on and have a decent chat with me.
Well, he won't, because
If you can,
no, he said he's not interested in having a...
So banter. So me saying all that stuff there tonight, yeah, I didn't want to come out with all that on the internet. But at the end of the day, people push you to, so just because somebody sounds like somebody. No, I didn't want to come out with the full story. But I've come out with the full story tonight. Now, at the end of the day, Barbara Sharkey went to Hindland School. It's about 3 miles from where Gordon Buchanan and Jay Sharkey stay. Yeah, so is Jay Sharkey Radio Bab's nephew? That's it. Or have they been breaking the rules and just saying to Gordon Buchanan, yeah, he's fine, there's nothing against these people, when they've not been looking? Have they been using police technology to do things that they shouldn't be doing? I don't mind policemen. I don't like corrupt police. That's my problem. I don't like corrupt policemen. Because at the end of the day, we need law, yeah? Because at the end if there's no law there, the place has just will become a third world country very, very quickly. But I don't like corruption. I don't like people who's been convicted of serious crimes, i.e. rape, etc., being used as police informers. That goes against everything I stand for, everything. And I'm very, very passionate about it. But that's why I've came to the conclusion Radio Babs is Barbara Sharkey.
Yeah.
Sorry, Banter, if you don't like that, you asked me the other night, I didn't want to come out with all that, but that's where it is. That's where I am with it. I know what school she went to. I know too much. I wish I didn't know it, but there you go.
Hopefully, because I thought Banter would agree to come on, but it's up to him. He doesn't want to, and you told.
I've not got a problem with Banter, right? At the end of the day, Banter, I'm just telling you